really good at this.
I Discord turned on in the audio mixer. That's why you're so quiet. Okay, hold on. How many people are watching, by the way?
No one yet, but I'll second.
Okay.
We can share this.
Yeah, you can share this, and somebody should keep an eye on the chat and tell me when somebody's being naughty.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna share this on a very small server me and Raz are on. It's the best I can do.
Yeah, okay. You should have about 5 seconds of delay on the stream, as best I can tell.
I think that's about correct, yeah. 5 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, I see a few more people. Hello, people. Welcome to the Kerbals of the Crispy Variety Show, where we make very, very delicious artisan Kerbals.
Oh yes.
We steam them, we roast them,
And
sometimes we even get them back safely.
most importantly, we fry them.
Right, Kerbals. So, how do we...
Okay, we have a mission. We have a mission to rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit in Kerbin, but we don't have docking ports yet. But I'm not sure if we have to dock.
It is Anne Sonia. Hello, Sonia.
I'm not.
No.
And hi, Sonia. And we have to rescue another Kerbal from orbit.
Rescue.
Yeah.
That's not really a thing we do.
They're stranded in a really weird orbit, and we have to pick them up.
That is in German, and I will not try using my limited German knowledge to read that. But hi, Heinrich.
There, I did it.
Oh, you're
Local
German, so that's cheating.
Local German guy. Oh, it's cheating. Thank you.
There are also tourist missions, but I can't see where the goal is. Like where I have to get those tourists.
I know you know this game best. I'm gonna let you decide which mission to take. I have no idea how this game even functions.
It's been a while since I've crisped some Kerbals, so you know what? I would just go against Mission Control's wishes and give the Kerbals the ride of their life.
I'm just here for the comic relief.
I've already assembled a vehicle for a mission.
Oh.
Yes.
I mean, I am basically also just on here to advertise for the genocide of Kerbals. Oh God, so edgy.
That was very edgy. That was
crawling in my Kerbal.
Since the last rocket was called the Donald, this one is called the Daisy.
Oh no.
Oh. I still can't see what it looks like because delay. So it's going to be a delayed surprise on my end. Oh, this is what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like a rocket.
That looks like a device that can certainly fry some Kerbals, is what you meant.
Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do with this device. By the way, has every one of you seen Infinity War? Because I've only got to watch it a few days ago, and I want to talk about it. But spoilers.
If you're gonna spoil it, if you're gonna spoil it, I'm okay with that. I usually do not care about spoilers.
Have you seen it, RAS, or don't you care about those movies?
Yeah.
I don't even know what exactly it was.
Our pilot is Alful Kerman. She Kerbal. With one experience.
Oh, a she Kerbal. Well, does she also wear lipstick? Oh God.
No, she doesn't.
This is hard.
Ostensibly, our mission is to rescue a Kerbal. So I've added some passenger module here, as you can see. I've already tested this rocket. It can enter orbit and return successfully.
Shit.
But I'm not. Even though this has a shit ton of this is a shit ton of fuel. Like this could probably get us to the moon, but I don't have a landing engine in here.
It could also get us killed.
Yeah, but also I'm not sure if we actually have enough fuel in here, even though we have a shit ton of fuel. So let's see how that goes. Anyway, we'll be lifting off today. Hold on. Did I forget anything? I don't think so. So let's go.
Press some cables. Maybe even rescue one.
Oh, no
Possibly,
rescue.
maybe.
Only fry.
Well, we'll get the chance.
You picked some very optimistic co-streamers here.
Raz, you've got to look at it this way. Like, if we get to rescue this Kerbal, then there's a chance that 2 Kerbals get fried on re-entry.
Yeah. You know, it's what do you know, the hedonist's trolley problem. There you go.
Look, I've got 8,537 meters per second of delta V. That's a lot. Like this thing could get to Duna, I think.
What is a Duna? I don't.
Duna is like the Mars equivalent in this solar system.
I was about to say, kind of sounds like something from Star Wars, actually.
Yeah, this game has like an equivalent solar system. It's not the exact same, but it's similar. You've got to see, even though this planet has the same surface gravity as Earth, it has only a tenth of its size. So everything in the solar system is a tenth of its size. So in fact, there's a gas giant, which is called. Hold on, I can tell you.
So, is it like a realism where it actually takes
Jewel? It's
to get
called
from one
Jewel.
place to another?
This is Jewel. As you see, Jewel has several moons. One of the moons even has an atmosphere. But Jewel is like it's the Jupiter analog, but Jewel is almost exactly the same size as Earth. And you can't land on Jewel because it's like a gas giant. So yeah, just some perspective.
It'd be kind of neat if you could land on that, to be honest.
Well, you can send probes into Jewel's atmosphere, but they...
I'll take it.
I mean, we're not talking about fried Kerbals then, we're talking about radiated Kerbals, and yeah, that doesn't sound as good.
Well, I like my food radiated, maybe. So, shut up. And make the chat quiet.
And as you can see, she's out here and she's not nearby the moon. That means we don't have a moon to slow us down. So I don't know if we actually have enough fuel to reach her. We'll have to see.
I would just, Ron, I'd just like it if the planet was not a gas giant, but like an actual planet that you could land on. That was.
But let's
like if you could actually land on a gas giant. That would be kind of neat.
Let's light this candle, why don't we?
Just do the thing.
Who does the countdown? Somebody has to do a countdown.
Raz, you can do the countdown. Do it very dramatically.
Oh, stress!
No! You have to do it backwards. It's a rocket launch. Rocket launches have backwards countdowns.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crispy Kerbals!
And I'm waiting for the launch.
Crispy Kerbals, go!
This is so anticlimactic on my part because I'm just watching the stream.
Has it already lifted off on stream?
Just now. It's
okay.
like probably 5 seconds ago, maybe.
And it's maybe 5 to 10 seconds delay.
Crispy Kerbal Mobile has nice launch. Let it bring delicious crispy kerbals home. Oh, who was it who made the Kentucky Fried Kerbals? I remember that. Oh, God.
Kentucky Fried Kerbals. Extra green. You remember that Futurama episode with the, what's the names? Poplars?
I've not watched Futurama.
Forgive me for I have sinned. I have not watched enough Futurama to...
It's like they travel to a planet and they find something laying around which looks like chicken nuggets, and Leela accidentally eats one of those and finds out they're super delicious. So they sell them as fast food, and they sell like the license to one of the fast food franchises, and they make billions. And then like a few months later they find out that those little things they've been harvesting from the planet are actually like the young, the kids of some aliens. And well, I think from the Omicron Persei aliens, you know, the aliens that frequently appear.
That is a very unfortunate part.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. You know, it does. There's all those stories.
Stage. That looks cool, doesn't it?
I can't see it yet. You
Yeah, you'll see.
I will see.
Okay, we don't
facial.
quite have
What's
positive trust to weight ratio
Oh yeah,
yet.
it does look cool.
So I'll have to go straight up a little longer than I normally would. Normally I would have already begun our gravity turn here, but you see here the until it's 1. Now I can gravity turn.
I would like to add that it, in fact, did look good. Whatever it is you just did there. I don't know.
There was a stage separation.
Oh.
What are these creatures making noises? That is a very good question, Heinrich. If you're talking about us, then I mean, aren't we all crispy kerbals? Isn't that the ideal, the human ideal, to become a crispy kerbal?
I just refrain from making jokes. Every time I make a joke, everyone just suddenly gets quiet.
Is somebody being naughty in the chat?
Oh, there's no naughty people in chat. Yes, that is.
Chat right now is very, very wholesome. You're
Good.
doing great, chat.
Heart to the chats. You're all very valid, chat. You're the most valid chat in existence, actually.
I would post a heart emoji in the chat.
You're good
if that's
boys,
even possible.
even if you're not boy. You know what I mean.
But I can't, because I'm not even logged into Twitch right now.
Shit, I've got to keep it steeper. We only have a trust weight of 0.7, which at this height is still too meek to keep us up. I have to raise our apoapsis.
Careful, we don't want to.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Fry our kerbals.
I'm just wasting more fuel than I would like to. But it's fine.
Less fuel means less crispy juice.
That's true, yeah. That's exactly true. Okay. As soon as the apoapsis reaches 70, I can level out.
Let's say, space looks nice. It's very...
Doesn't it?
Dark.
And I don't even have any... there are mods to improve the graphics quality, and that don't have any of those mods installed, so... Could look even
This
nicer.
is one of those games that you can just absolutely annihilate with
Oh
mods.
yes, yes. I've been playing this game since like 2012, and I've playing it with mods since the first version I played.
I do that with every single Bethesda RPG because they're always incredibly flawed in one direction or another, and I need to iron that out to really enjoy these games.
When I started playing this game, we didn't have maneuver node yet. We had to do everything manually. So when we wanted to go to the moon, we had to wait till the moon rises on the horizon and then accelerate full rate. thing could go. This thing could easily go to the moon.
To the moon.
Put them on.
To the moon.
The moon.
Still need to raise the apoapsis.
It's called the moon. So,
The mun.
the mun.
Okay.
The mun. Okay.
I'm looking for something to say right now because anything I could say is probably not going to make sense on the part of everyone watching this because there's a delay. So whenever I comment on something that's happening on the screen on my end right now,
I mean, we don't have to talk entirely about the game and about our love of Kerbals of the crispy variety.
we don't.
You wanted to talk. You wanted to talk about Infinity War. What's that?
Oh yeah, right. I rather liked it, I think. Like, my greatest criticism is that none of the ending will stick. Like, they will definitely revert most of that in the next one. But I mean, they killed off some characters, and like what I want from these movies, what I still want from them, because there's like one half of the movie still coming out. What I want from them is like some consequences and some changes in the Marvel universe. You know, like, I mean, they're essentially just big, dumb, loud movies. Like, there's no bigger meaning behind any of them, other than being entertained. But like, they're good at that, and like, at least do something new once for a while. You know, like, let these stories have some consequences. And I think that might happen. Yeah, sorry.
I've watched none of the Avengers films, so
None of the Marvel films.
not any of the new ones, at least. I've watched the original, not the original, but the I think 2000 Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, they're not MCU movies, the 2000s, but they're good. The Sam Raimi Spider-Man
that's
movies.
probably, I think that's actually probably the only superhero movie I've ever watched and actually enjoyed. I think the only other one I can even remember watching was the Hulk movie, I think.
Have you seen The Dark Knight? And The Dark Knight.
I have not seen anything that involves Batman, so.
You maybe should watch the Dark Knight trilogy by Christopher Nolan. It's pretty good.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of movies I should.
Have you
watch,
seen any other movies by Christopher Nolan?
Hold on. Might be that I'm just not aware I did, but can't put a thing on. Hold on. I'm just gonna look up his
Inception and
filmography.
Dunkirk.
I have not watched Inception. It is a movie that I probably should watch. Maybe
Yeah,
at
you
one
should.
point.
It's good. And The Prestige is also very good. It's also by.
I do not think I've watched any of his filmography.
Come on, just a few kilometers. Just a few kilometers.
No, I've watched none of these.
Yeah, they're all pretty good. Like, you should definitely see Memento, Inception. What else did you do? The Batman trilogy. The third one isn't as good, but like the first one's a killer. The first two, and Inception. And then
So
Dunkirk is pretty good too. And Interstellar, you can take a leave. Like, it's for Interstellar is.
I very much agree that the third Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie was garbage.
Yeah.
It was. It's kind of entertaining in its own way, but it's not really very good.
Okay.
In a way, I kind of. In a way, I
just a little. Apoapsis is at 74 kilometers. 75.
Ron asked if Kerbals can time travel, and I would say that is a very interesting question. One I could not be able to answer.
What was the question?
Can Kerbals time travel?
No, not really. Only forwards. Like, I mean
that's not really
we
much
can
skill,
time
is
travel
it?
forwards too, but they can do it at an accelerated pace. But they can't travel backwards.
Oh.
I mean, technically they can time travel backwards by quick saving, but I don't know if that counts.
I'd say that counts.
Okay.
I'm only really saying that because that means
Oh
that
shit, I
every
should maybe
single
look at
character I
the
ever made in fucking
pay-axes.
Skyrim or Fallout New
Also,
Vegas
the
can
stage
actually
is
time
gonna
travel.
run out of fuel pretty soon. I'm sorry, I didn't listen. What did he say, Panda?
So I accept that because that means that every single character I made in like fucking Skyrim or Fallout New Vegas can actually time travel, and I like that idea, so I'm rolling with it.
Yeah. Okay. Why not? And
I'd say
staging.
I would say Earth is looking pretty nice, but I know this is not Earth, so
It's Kerbin.
it's Kerbin. Kerbin's looking pretty nice from space.
Ooh, 83.72. Good enough for me.
Heinrich241 asks, are you high or something? 420 bro.
Are you, hey? That's the real question. I'm not.
Maybe.
Okay. I am a good little straight edge boy, so no.
Big like polar opposite streaming partners here. We just want to see Kerbals die.
Yeah.
It's more of just that is.
Shit,
Yeah,
I
this is what
really don't know.
leftists do in their free time.
This is what the left is doing. Just want to see Kerbals die.
I wish I was high, Sonia says. I wish a lot of things. It would be nice to just wish. Okay, now I'm getting sad. Please, say a funny joke, Panda.
I would
Excuse
say
me?
funny joke, but the last time I said a funny joke, everyone shut up, and I don't want that anymore.
No, say a
So
funny
I'm gonna-
joke.
I can't think of one. I only just fucking do that joke puns.
What's your favorite joke?
What's my favorite joke? You know, I can think of a few garbage jokes, but they're all in German, and I can't be fucked to translate them, so...
My
Panda.
favorite,
Hey Panda. Was haben die Eltern von Hitler gesagt, als sie ihn rausgeschmissen haben, als er 18 geworden ist?
Keine Ahnung.
Sieh zu, dass du Land
the
gewinnst.
Germans.
Ah.
Oh, the Germans.
Excuse
You
me.
know,
It was a very
My-
terrible joke.
Yeah.
It's okay, you didn't
My,
understand it as a good thing.
my favorite joke is actually from personal experience. It's I was at a party once, and you know, there was a lot of people drinking alcohol. I don't drink a lot of alcohol, like I've said in the past. But you know, they have this punch. So I was just curious what it tastes like. So I took a little of it, but there was a line. So yeah. So then at some point, one of my friends came over to me, and I had to leave the line. And when I returned, there was no punchline.
Wah, 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 wah.
I'm sorry, that was bad. Please laugh at me. Please make fun of me.
Badum, tish.
Please make
Da,
It's
da, da,
it's not even
da,
worth it,
da.
so.
But there was no punchline. It was quite amazing, actually.
It is very funny. You're a very amusing person, Ras. I love you. You're great. You're funny.
Am I valid?
How many people are watching?
We have 10 people right now.
So, Res, you're embarrassing all of us in front of 10 people.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It is.
I am the embarrassing dad, and you are my children.
You're the youngest person here.
Yeah, but he sounds
That
like a
doesn't
dad.
matter.
Okay, yeah. He sounds like fucking everyone's dad, yeah.
Is it the monotone? Yeah, it's probably the monotone.
Monotone, fed up with life.
When you don't have any inflection in your
Oh
voice.
shit, do you see that? 31,228 meters per second. That's not possible. Like, there has to be a more economical way to get there.
It probably is, but I
Home
wouldn't
and
know.
transfer.
Does like just travel
That's
faster in this
890,
universe?
894 meters per second. Okay, let's do this.
My
Climbing
gaze.
gaze of shame will
Oh,
haunt
God.
us for the rest of our lives.
Yes.
There's... Oh, we have 11 viewers now. That's
Neat.
12!
Let's
Oh,
turn
shit.
on the lights
Getting
for that.
fucking traffic. It's a good thing that we're getting them now. It means that we... Oh, okay, just dropped instantly back down to 10. Great, amazing. I love this. I'm going to shut up. Apparently people are leaving this stream the moment I open my mouth.
It's not because of you, Panda. It's because of what you're
Just
saying.
fucking... Okay.
It's because you say all this incredibly stupid bullshit. That's why.
Oh,
Well, thank you for letting me know it was not.
nothing is stupid. Everything's
It
valid.
was a joke, that was a joke. Don't go.
Everything's valid.
Resum is turning into the local wholesome horse.
Everything is valid. Everything is good when you are really valid. Everything is valid. You are all very valid. Yes, I did just rhyme valid with valid 4 times. What are you gonna do about it?
So, what the Kerbals eat?
Cows eat snacks.
Yeah, but what kind of snacks? They eat
Crisp,
Twix.
crispy Kerbals.
Yeah, that was the answer I was expecting, but I doubt that cannibalism is a part of the game, unless maybe there's a way to mod it in.
That does sound like a really edgy sci-fi movie. That probably already exists. You know, about a spaceship full of people that is stranded and runs out of food, so they start killing each other and have to
That-
get back to Earth.
Oh, that just sounds like some really, really crappy B-movie slasher with terrible visual effects, and I would probably enjoy the shit out of it and love it, because I kind of enjoy watching trash. Cannibalism. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, wait, 18 people. What the hell's happening? What?
Oh no! Oh no! We gotta shut up, or else we're
It's
embarrassed.
because I wasn't talking.
I was talking the entire time.
I wasn't talking, and the viewership went up. That should tell you something. I'm betting it's going down now.
Ronald is asking if it's possible to hit the moon or another planet hard enough to destroy it, which I don't think it is without mods.
No, you can't destroy any of the planets or moons without mods. There are asteroids you can destroy. Like, you can crash down asteroids onto other planets. But
And
the
related
only,
question. he's
but the only
asking-
things you can actually destroy are like the buildings down at Kerbal. So you can destroy the runway or the rocket building where they assemble the rockets. That's possible.
And of course, you can destroy the Kerbals themselves. Related question. And
Yeah, that too. You can also strap a few seats to an asteroid and then let it crash down. Like, with
What is the
Kerbals and
fastest you can go in this game?
I don't know. Like, you can. There's no limit at the speed of light because this only simulates Newtonian physics. So theoretically, it's unlimited, but I guess at some point it just doesn't work anymore. You know.
I think at one point.
But I don't know what point it
probably
is.
too fast for the game and just probably crash it or something like that, or it's going to be something like
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe, or there's probably some very interesting ways to break the game using high speeds.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, so we're going here, and then we'll be... Oh wow, 382 kilometers from the target. That's not very close. Maybe we can adjust.
I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm just waiting for you to rescue a Kerbal so we can have 2 crispy Kerbals. Now the problem here is We're 3 people, and we only have 2 kerbals to fry.
Oh. How much meat is on a cup? Oh god, I'm so sorry. I mean, cannibalism is the... no, kerbals aren't humans. Well, they're allegories for humans, so I'm just chomping down on the human allegory. That sounds like a really pretentious band name. Chomping down on the human allegory.
There's just some edgy grindcore band.
Chomping down on the human allegory.
It just plays. Just plays really fast blast beats all the time, and all you can hear is the snare drum.
The snare drum is the singer. Actually.
Yeah, the snare drum just goes dum 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 dum, and that's it. That's the entire song. It's every song on the album.
Shit, I don't know how to do this.
That's not good. You should.
No,
You're
it
a
ain't.
pilot.
It ain't good. Theoretically.
But you're the main kerbal crisper.
Ron, why do you want to send a rocket to the moon if you could just run fist the moon into oblivion? Which would likely be a lot more spectacular than...
He wants to cut off his Ron fist and put it at the end of a rocket and then, fly that rocket into the moon and see what happens. That would create what theoretical physicists call a double explosion. First explode from the impact, and then the Ron fist. It destroys every single particle and debris, and yeah.
Which is like you punch the moon and just everything just pops out of existence just immediately.
Yeah.
So there's a maneuver we can, which should get us on the same orbit, and theoretically be able to get close to the kerbal we have to rescue. So wish us luck.
How exactly do you get stuck on a planet?
Well, it happens when you land on a planet and don't have any fuel to get back.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I should have thought of that. That's very smart, thank you.
Well, it's not really smart.
I'm asking very important questions here.
Yes, the essential questions.
I'm just trying to get some conversation going so that there's...
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Life and death.
Raz,
Hmm?
did you say something?
My mic just went off, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Cuts out for some reason.
Anyway, I
Go beat
guess
up
I
the
liked
microphone.
Infinity War, alright. Like, it wasn't the best Marvel movie, like both Black Panther and Thor Ragnarok, which immediately preceded it, were much better movies, but like, I think it was alright. Like, it was definitely better than Age of Ultron. Like, I think they managed it alright to, get all this many characters together and, don't have it feel like any of the characters was superfluous,
All my issues with the movie, I don't think I've talked about that on stream before now. All of my issues are not with how the movie was made. It was, with the concept and the concept of giving a character infinite power, giving a bad guy infinite power. And
yeah,
then,
but I guess I bet there's some hook to the whole plan, because Doctor Strange had some plan. Doctor Strange definitely did something to his Infinity Stone. Maybe it's a future or a past Infinity Stone or some shit like that, and it eventually vanishes or something, or it resurrects Doctor Strange and Doctor Strange fights Thanos or whatever.
It's just I'm talking. Okay, so Thanos has with all of the Infinity Stones, they want to portray him as a villain that has motives that are understandable. If we don't kill off half the universe, then everyone will starve. So we have to kill off half the universe. Okay, you literally now that you have this Infinity Stone, you literally have the power to make rocks into food. You have
Yeah, I mean, it
unlimited
doesn't
power.
really make sense, but
it's those plot points that. Yeah,
yeah,
it
but
is
it's
the
also because
movie.
Thanos, like, Thanos is not a, I don't know how to say this without sounding ableist, but Thanos is crazy, dude. Like, he's a psycho. You know, he's just so fixated on his goal of killing half the universe, he doesn't even consider any other options anymore. Like, he's been doing this for millennia. So, like, before he got the Infinity Stones, like, it's applied to Thanos, just conquered planet and just, like, flat out murdered half of the population himself. Which is pretty sick if you think about it. Like, that's billions of people.
There's a thing that you can get into from this, and I don't know how true that is of that movie in particular because I've not seen it, but there's this very common criticism that you see, especially with a lot of like internet movie reviews, especially the ones that kind of take notes from the nostalgia critic school of media criticism. It's this idea that whenever a character does not consider something, it's immediately a plot hole. When maybe it's part of the plot that the character was not supposed to consider that. Maybe it's part of the character. They weren't supposed to consider that. And you know, not every character is like perfectly capable of thinking if every single fucking situation they can get themselves in.
Yeah, not everyone is Batman. I know what you mean.
I guess I'm just kind of tired of just internet critics who just scream plot hole at the camera and then think they've made an amazing piece of criticism.
Depends, though.
Or something.
They wanted to portray. They didn't portray him as a madman though, which was.
Yeah, he's portrayed sympathetically, I know.
Yes, you know, in the comics where he literally he wants to kill half the universe because he's in love with the metaphysical concept of death. You know, that doesn't make it. That is a really weird plot line, but it does work, you know, and for the character. But here they want to portray him sympathetically, and that his goals they are understandable. They just aren't.
Oh shit, we were shooting the nowhere.
It's not like what's it called, Captain America, Civil War. You know, that character, the bad guy in Civil War. That is a very sympathetic. I liked that villain, and I thought his motives were completely alright. For example,
a lot of people didn't like him because he was so underwritten.
Again,
we should be close to the other ship. But I don't know how close.
Just seeing the vast expanse of space in front of my eyes.
Oh, speaking of the expanse.
It's very pretty, to be fair. It's a very pretty, vast expanse of space.
As fascism is portrayed sympathetically. Yeah, it is really. You know,
it's behind us.
In Captain America: Civil War,
there.
That character.
No, wait, that's a debris.
It's I guess you can make an ideological analysis of Thanos, but I don't really know if there's any there. That's you know, from the comics where they got most of the stuff. Again, that he doesn't have a objective materialist goal. He just literally is in love with the metaphysical concept of death.
Alright,
Okay, I should be able to catch up to them. We're in a slightly higher orbit. That means we should be going slower.
I trust in your ability to do whatever it is we're supposed to do here. I'm looking at a lot of lines and symbols right now. I have no idea what this is, but it looks very advanced. And weird games like this I always find fascinating, but not very appealing to play myself, simply because I usually can't be fucked to learn all of this stuff. essence of that doesn't really. So I guess it's not really a criticism of the games themselves, more of an observation of my personal tastes. I
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't watch enough movies.
Me neither. The most recent movie I've seen, I think, was Baby Driver, which actually was a fairly decent movie. By fairly decent, I mean I think it was actually pretty fucking good.
Oh yeah, Baby Drivers was great. Baby Driver.
It was a pretty good movie. I'm trying to think of whether or not I've seen a more recent movie than that, but I don't think so. Hold on. When did it come out? 2017. Yeah, that was the most recent movie I've seen. Definitely. I should be seeing all the new Star Wars stuff, honestly. I still haven't watched Episode 8. I want to. And it's actually one of the very few movies that I don't want spoiled. So I can't watch Sean's new video, which is upsetting.
Oh, you haven't seen Episode 8 yet? You should.
I have not seen Episode 8 yet. I want to at one point. I'm just very slow with catching up with current movies and stuff. I don't really go to the cinema or anything like that.
I won't spoil it. It's not as bad as people say, and it's not SJW propaganda. Yeah.
I mean, I could have said that much.
Yeah, it's a solid Star Wars movie. I guess that's how I would describe it.
I mean, whenever people scream a movie is SJW propaganda, you can be 100% sure that it's not SJW propaganda. It's like just the general rule of thumb.
Well, the next note will be in 8 days, so...
Thinking of more movies I should probably watch at one point.
I feel like if Ryan Adams had directed episode 7, we would have a bit more of a coherent plot, but he's getting his own trilogy another time, so I think most of the issues in episode 8 were because of the fact that they had to switch directors. So the vision kind of changed. And
I was not even aware they switched directors.
It's also
I've looked up pretty much nothing about Star Wars Episode 8. It's very rare that I really care about spoilers. This is one of the few times where I do genuinely care about that stuff for some reason. I don't even know why.
I never care about. I enjoy movies more when I know the spoilers.
Generally, I do too. That's because that's why I don't care. It's usually I actually tend to kind of enjoy movies more when I have them spoiled beforehand. This is kind of weird. Doesn't really make sense if you talk about it that way. I think there was a video essay on that topic, in fact. It kind of makes very little sense if you really think about it, but apparently I do enjoy movies more if I have them spoiled for me. But I think this one would be neat to just experience the story without any prior knowledge. I don't know why. I couldn't explain.
It got a lot of shit for changing characters too much, but there was that meme on Twitter where old 70s original trilogy Luke, he's a liberal, and new Luke is a hardened Marxist. And that is kind of how I've looked at the movie to some degree. And I hope they would actually go that direction.
I mean, if that is actually the direction they went, I would consider that an improvement.
That's what I hope they would go, but they sadly kind of dropped that.
That's unfortunate.
We are just 300. Is it? No, 300 kilometers sind wir. 300 kilometers we're away.
We're using We're using the good measurements of length, not the fucking bad ones. Garbage ones, not measuring in fucking feet and inches or whatever.
Oh hell
These
no.
make
Kobolds aren't stupid. Kobolds use the metric system.
Which is, it is pretty much the objectively superior system, I'm sorry.
It is. It is.
It's just
Yeah.
better.
Like the Imperial system is 12, based on 12, which makes it kind of useful for like everyday use. But if you're getting like in a world as interconnected and global as ours, yeah.
Besides that, I think doing quick calculations based on 12 is harder than based on like 10. Or just very simple numbers like that. I'm not blaming you for it. I'm blaming the US system, don't worry. The largest non-nuclear human-caused explosion was an attempted rocket launch in the Soviet Union.
Wasn't it, what's the name? Helgoland?
What?
Helgoland. The Allies tried to blow up Helgoland after World War II.
I don't even know. I've just read something from the chat. So I'm not sure how true these facts actually are.
You see that back there? That's the couple we have to rescue.
You mean the little green indicator in the background there, or?
Yep,
Alright.
that's the one.
To the rescue!
Yeah, let's rescue some Kerbals. Like,
you
also,
do-
I think every Kerbal we rescue, we actually get to keep, like as a astronaut.
Oh, you can rescue a Kerbal from outer space and then just fucking shoot that Kerbal back into space. It's a bit cruel, maybe.
I don't know. We can put him on a space station where he will stay forever. Or on a moon base or something.
You know, rescuing Kerbals.
I mean, we'll have to build a space station.
Can you dress your Kerbal pilots up in like superhero costumes with capes? and,
I'm
like,
sure there's a mod for that.
wearing underwear on top of spandex suits or whatever. You know, full superhero stuff, all that.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a mod for that. So we should get closer until we are 100 meters away. And when that happens, actually we could prepare to break some bit relative to the target. This is towards the target, so retrograde should be away from the target, right? Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, this should be away from the target, this pink marker here.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay, see.
See you in a second.
And if I
It's already more than a second.
accelerate away from the target, the speed by which my orbit and my target's orbit differ should be reduced. Hopefully. Let's see how it works. Still has to get
That would be
some.
funny. I would actually find it kind of amusing if you just crashed into the other Kerbal.
That's highly unlikely, actually.
Just kill both, just crash into them. Just run right through.
Also, debris is persistent in this game. Like, when it crashes down on the planet, it's gone, but if it stays in orbit, it stays in orbit.
That's cool. It's a neat detail, I guess. It's kind of like, I don't know, I guess persistent corpses in the old Doom games, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
They didn't
Let's
really
do a
serve
quick save.
that.
I'm sorry, what
I
did
don't think. I don't think. Well, the consistent corpses in Doom did play a bit of a gameplay role, I guess. Kind of very quick indicator of where you've already been. I suppose. Just kind of thinking of if there was actually a gameplay purpose to that, or if that was just a neat little gimmick they had in there. I think they even actually, like, since in the new Doom they had the corpses disappear like pretty much immediately, they had the blood
Yeah,
pool
but
stay.
you have to rip the monsters apart anyway.
They had the blood pool stay instead, so you would still know where you have already been.
Have you-
It's not as effective, but it still works.
Yeah, but
It's a bit
the new Doom kicks ass though.
It's a really good game. See, don't know how much I've played it. I played it all the way through and did some levels.
Yeah, I haven't played it through yet. Actually, I started it twice, but I haven't made it through once. No.
Oh, I've played it for 25 hours. Okay. It's pretty good actually for like a single player focused, relatively linear.
Yeah, it is. My problem is I've like there's no politically correct way of saying this. I have like gaming ADHD, so I have to find every secret, which actually like it makes me enjoy the game less because I have to look every area 2 times over.
The game is this thing where you're sometimes forced to do. Not forced, you're not forced, but the game throws it basically to a place where you're supposed to do stuff like shoot a revenant while in air or do that twice.
Yeah, those are the challenges.
Basically, this kind of challenge system. And I have ignored it for the most part, but after playing through the campaign just entirely.
Okay, if you look over there, you see that
We are
Jolvay's capsule is actually approaching quickly, so let's get ourselves on that marker. This should decrease the speed towards the target.
Yeah, as funny as that would. Like, you could just make a quick save, just crash into it once and see what it looks like, just quickly, I guess. But this is this thing that I do in pretty much any game where you can use quick saves, is just quick saving before a certain situation and just trying to find basically all of the ways you can break that specific situation. This is, I think in Skyrim, there's a city where when you first visit it, there's an execution, and you're not supposed to save the guy who's being executed. But I made a quick save and just tried over and over to save that guy. Apparently, if you'd managed to save him by stealthily executing all of the guards and the executioner from a distance, the guy just dies automatically. It's just a death trigger on him that just activates at a certain point. So you're really not supposed to save that guy. He's just meant to die no matter what you do.
I see.
There's a weird thing I did where sometimes if you kill one of the guards, the other ones would just glitch and be glued to the ground, face down, just completely lose all animation. Basically T-pose but down on the ground with the face towards the pavement. And the moment you show yourself, they would slide towards you. And it's kind of creepy, but it's also hilarious. Skyrim, in the vein of pretty much every Bethesda RPG, is a broken mess.
Yeah, I know. I've been playing Bethesda RPGs since 1997 or so. Daggerfall was my first one. Also, as you can see, or as you will soon be able to see, we have reached the ship.
That's the ship, yeah.
Shit, but
So what exactly is the plan now?
I think I know what I have to do. Hold on. Hold on!
This looks a lot more complicated than it has any right to be. That was very kind of boring standard Bethesda design, by the way. The one thing.
Theoretically,
I'm talking to the chat. I don't know, just...
how many people are watching, by the way?
We're at 11 views right now.
Okay.
They kind of, but we're being consistent here. It's alright. It's probably because RAS left. RAS is just...
Yeah, RAS is the audience magnet. Surely. Okay, we've rescued the Kerbal. Now all we've got left to do is return to our home planet.
Alright.
That should
Try
be
not
a
to
doozy.
actually try frying Kerbals. Do it. Fry them. Kill them.
Favorite custom?
I've actually not played any of the Deus Ex games. Chat person.
They're alright.
I've heard they're alright. This is a lot of stuff I should probably play, or movies I should watch. Or
Nobody's forcing you to play or watch anything.
I mean, no one's forcing me.
And
but
watch
it's like-
whatever you want. It's just a recommendation.
Yeah, no, I don't feel forced to. I mean,
Okay,
if I
notice
did feel
in
forced to do it, I
45
would, but I
minutes.
really don't.
Oh look, we've got over 1,000 delta V meters per second of delta V left after we've done with this. So we could totally have done more. Good to go to the moon with this thing. Like if I replaced the passenger cabin for like a lander, we could go to the moon. But I don't know if we could get back.
Maybe we should go to the moon. Haven't we been to the moon?
We've been to the moon, yeah.
Yeah, my memory is not failing me. It's
Also,
okay.
my next mission after that, our next mission after that, is to start 2 ships and rendezvous them in orbit.
That is the guild burger.
We're looking at very pretty pictures of space right now. We really do need RAS here for some more conversation. I'm not really the kind of person to
It's
keep a
fine.
conversation going. I'm not an entertainer. I'm just...
It's fine. There's a burn coming up. That'll keep people entertained. People like burning stuff, right?
Oh yeah, everybody likes burning stuff. It's just like one of the basic human pleasures, is just burning stuff.
Yeah, see? Only like 30 more seconds.
Okay, it's gonna be some burning, that's nice.
So that means it's like 35 or 40 for you on stream, I'm sorry.
Yes, I don't know how much delay there really is. It doesn't seem too bad. I have the audio of the stream up just a little bit so I kind of have a reference with when I am right now. It seems to be about 10 seconds actually.
Huh.
Maybe I should reload. It did lag behind at one point. Yeah, no, it's better. There's about 5 seconds of delay maybe. It's between 4 and 5.
More like 15.
It was more like 5. I know. I reloaded. It's better.
What's the note in time saying for you right now?
I am.
There should be a time. Note in. What does it say?
Sorry, I'm looking for it, but my stream quality is low, so it's kind of hard.
Next to the compass.
I'm at 360p. I cannot read any of the numbers. I need to bump up
Okay.
the quality.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Note in T. Say 40 seconds. Space travel is hard. Yes, it is. It is. Which is why I'm not the guy who's playing this game.
I'm back.
Hey, Raz.
Welcome back.
We rescued a Kerbal.
You did not miss the grilling. The grilling is gonna come later.
Grilling sausage.
And now we're getting back to our home planet. How does that sound? With 2 Kerbals instead of 1, because we rescued one.
We materialized one Kerbal out of thin air.
There's Kerbal, that's where we're going.
Oh, I gotta wait for the stream to catch up. There we go. Is there an option to build a mega-lev train that accelerates your payload over the course of several miles and up a mountain? And
I'm sure there's a mod for that, but not in a base game.
There's like probably a mod for anything.
Probably.
Whatever.
What? There's her capsule flying away.
Alright. While you're doing your thing, let's look up weirdest Kerbal space travel. See, there's a Reddit post in there. There's a burger mod. I don't know what that is. Let's look that up. That sounds interesting. I have no idea what a fucking burger mod is.
Shit, I hope we don't need the moon.
Sorry, we could not find that. Okay, burger mod does not exist. Sorry to disappoint everyone who probably wanted to know what burger mod is.
There's the planet.
I saw the planet. Oh shit, it's a planet. Going places. Look at the dopey little faces down the bottom right. They're cute. Kerbals are cute. Kinda don't want to eat Kerbals anymore now that I've seen those cute faces, actually. Which I guess I kinda I think I ruined everything. Question from the chat: are links allowed, or will the person posting them get auto banned?
I don't know. Try. I don't think I've banned anything. Oh, look how happy they are!
They are very, very happy.
Isn't that
It's very
great?
ironic considering they are about to die horribly, slowly, painfully.
No, they're not gonna die.
Oh, they
I
are.
don't think so.
No, these things usually tend to go. Okay, turns out links are not allowed. Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't change that right now.
Person's not banned, so it's okay.
Doesn't look that as exciting.
It does look exciting. It looks kind of scary, honestly.
Oh, something exploded.
Oh, we're gonna get crispy kernels.
Yes.
This is gonna be fun.
Well, I'm afraid a capsule exploded. The Kerbals are dead.
I fucking called it.
Wait, no, are we? I don't know.
Are the kernels dead?
I think that might be a bug.
Maybe the Kerbals are undead. They look alive. Like, alright. They still look happy. Considering the fact everything.
I think the legs exploded, but everything else should be okay. And the RCS engines are overheating. Shit.
Basically everything's going wrong. It's okay. Crispy kernels won't be
The
here.
temperature seems to be falling instead of rising. Keep a look in the ablator, that's a heat shield.
We should probably have the stream. I can't have the stream in full screen. I can't look at the fucking chat.
RAS,
Yep.
are you disappointed that you're not getting any crispy Kerbals yet?
Yes, I'm very disappointed.
I'm
The
sorry.
lack of crispy Kerbals are, yeah.
Somebody should write a cookbook on how to cook kernels.
Oh yeah.
I wanna look that up.
Crispy Kerbals and 99 other recipes for our green belly fillers.
So I will gladly tell you that no one has written how to cook kernels yet, so you're free to write that book.
Huh.
Ron is terribly disappointed that we didn't get crispy kernels yet.
Oh. I'm sorry, Ron. Please don't send your Ron fist after me. Or for me. Or
He's going to
whatever.
make sure
Oh shit,
that
we're skipping
kernels
the atmosphere, we're gaining height.
I said.
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Oh,
Maybe we
Apocalypse
get
is
more
falling
chances.
again.
Landing maneuvers always seem to be the most dramatic, apparently. That's the experience I'm getting.
Yeah,
from
it's
you.
because of the re-entry effect and shit like that, you know?
Or maybe
but,
it's just
uh,
because you're not a very good player.
What? That's a perfect re-entry I'm doing. What are you talking about? This is fine.
The rocket just fucking exploded. I don't...
Just the legs because they were sticking above the heat. I tested them when I went to I've test flown this rocket before, but I only went to orbit, not as high out as the contract was. So when I just went to orbit, the feet survived, but the landing legs survived. But because we were going in faster, the landing legs exploded. But
That's
everything
right,
else is
it's
fine. Everything else is fine.
Okay, I trust. How are you gonna land without landing legs?
Oh, it's fine. The heat shield will soften.
We just...
Also, we
Are we
still
just-
have some RCS left, so also
Are
if
we
we're
just
landing
gonna-
in the water, then it doesn't matter
Okay.
anyway.
Yeah, I was about to ask if we were just gonna fucking crash land into the base or something like that. That would be fun.
No, it seems like we're going into water.
Probably a good thing, considering we don't have landing lights.
I'm sorry for being quiet.
It's fine.
I might have to go to bed a bit early.
Oh, are you tired?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. I've been busy.
Wait until we land, and the mission is over.
Hey, I'm gonna wait until you land because I wanna had with the hope of crispy kerbals, even though my hope is slowly being gone.
RAS is going to bed with a belly full of carbon.
Yes.
That's the plan for today.
How long have we been streaming anyway?
I don't
A
know.
bit over an hour, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we can call it quits for today. And
Let's land it. Let's.
do some more tomorrow.
Everyone had to get in. We're just letting a few when we're all one at the mouth.
Look, everything's fine. We're coming down.
Okay. It's kind of boring. Everything's fine, but I'll take it.
Just wait until we're under 250 meters per second so I can activate the parachutes.
Just look at the beautiful picture that is space. Oh shit. It was like a blue and a red light. Oh, I don't know
Yeah,
what
that's
that
the
was.
aerodynamic forces overlay.
I thought you had like fucking laser lights installed in
No.
there. That would be
No.
great.
I mean, you can, at least with mods.
You can probably make really flashy and just kind of excessively over the top rockets using mods. That would be fun.
See, we've got RCS. 9.6 units of monopropellant still left. Concussion or impact. I don't think they'll do very much, but we can try.
Oh shit, we're almost there.
Yeah. We're in atmosphere, so I can only do physics warp. I jettisoned the shield because we are slow enough, so we don't need it. That was the shield splashing down. Deep, 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 dee dee. Deep, 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 dee dee.
You just have Star Wars music and then more Star Trek.
Oh, 300 meters.
Oh shit.
30 meters.
Saying 60 meters in my part.
And splashdown!
Splash!
Oh shit.
Crispy kerbals. Oh well, wet kerbals.
There's never been a crispy kerbal. Can we just dissolve the kerbals in water and just turn
I mean,
them-
wet kerbals are
Sweet
kind of like
kerbals.
wet kerbals are kind of like the opposite of crispy kerbals, but like it's better than nothing, right?
Boiled kerbals, boiled kerbal.
So we should have fulfilled the contract of
So
rescue.
I suppose we can't set fire to the kerbals now. I don't think that's a valid thing to do.
Well, we'll have to wait for the next flight tomorrow when we'll try to dock to two of those vessels together.
Yep.
Together, two of them.
Together.
Together
Yeah.
at last.
But look, Jalve Kerman, who is a scientist, gained 2 experience and advanced to level 1. Isn't that great?
Australian credits.
I'm very proud of you, Juve Kerman. Are they all called Kerman?
Yes.
I think so.
It's all members of the exact same family. Maybe the space station is a family business. I don't know. It's like a big family-owned property or whatever.
Ah, see, we got 30,000 in advance and 73,000 on completion, and we paid like 50. So it's 100 what we got, and we paid like 50 for the rocket. So we made 50 grand by rescuing Juve, and she's an astronaut working for us, so we can send her back to space. Isn't that great,
Very
everyone?
Maybe one day we will fry her even. And
Yes, maybe one day we will actually get the fried Kerbals that everyone deserves. But
We've been
yeah.
hyping up crispy Kerbals this entire fucking stream. Now we didn't get any. If that isn't anticlimactic, I don't know what is.
Anyway, that's it for tonight, I think. For our stream tonight. We'll be streaming, like, at least I'll be streaming tomorrow again. I don't know who will join me tomorrow. We'll see.
I might be around,
I
so-
might have time tomorrow. Considering
Okay.
Depending on the number of factors.
So, I hope you were at least mildly entertained tonight, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
I hope I wasn't too.
Say bye, Red.
Wow.